All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to this Cast presentation. I'm once again your casting host, Beef, and with me is Sender. We're bringing you Game 2 between Team xCet and Lions. Lions up 1-0 in this HoN Tour match, and they're just one game away from eliminating Team xCet from cycle number 1. So xCet, back to the wall. They're going to make something happen right now. Sender, what are they going to make happen in this game?
Well, okay, I called they would ban Devo Scout, but they didn't ban Devo. They feel like maybe they could improve on what happened, and they're willing to face it one more time potentially. But the Scout, they didn't ban Scout, but they picked it, so which is pretty much the same thing. They didn't want to deal with it, so they just took it for themselves. And Lions responded with the Pebbles pick. Just now we got to see what direction Team xCet want to go as the drafting phase continues. Heroes like MOA, Monkey King, they pick Rally. I don't know. What are your thoughts on that Rally pick, Beef?
I mean, they ran the rally in the last game, didn't have too much success with it in Suicide Lane, and we'll see if they choose to run it Suicide once again, or if they're going to put it into maybe something like a Suicide mid, or even a dual or tri-lane. But with that rally pick, I think they were more so denying it than anything else, saying you guys are not going to be allowed Pebbles Rally. And of course, Rally should be able to fit into most lineups pretty efficiently. Just going to need a little bit stronger play out of Bassett's or whoever's playing it as opposed to the last game.
Well, I mean, Lodestone is considered right now to be what, like, I would say a tier 1 hero. The tier 1 heroes right now are like some of the junglers, like Tempest, Ophelia, like they're tier 1s, but they can be shut down. And then like Scout, Lodestone, and I think there's one more, but I can't think of it off the top of my head.
Pebbles?
But right now, those are not Pebbles. Like, oh, Engineer. Those are like the tier 1 heroes right now. And Rally, no one really knows where he fits. He just does not have the same power that he used to have. He used to just snowball like crazy. And I just don't like that pick, really. Unless they have a plan with it, and it fits their game plan, and maybe it will. And it'll make sense after the drafting phase is over. But I feel like he's just can be replaced by better heroes most of the times he's picked up. And I would actually like to see this Lodestone Suicide only gets shut down by a couple heroes in a 1v1 lane, and they're mostly Magebane and Corrupted Disciple are two of the strongest ones to put up against him, which is what we saw Team USA do against Lions last week to some pretty good success.
Yeah, and that Corrupted Disciple would certainly be fun. We saw Nox in the last game. Certainly no stranger to farming him in that short lane, but we'll have to see if that's what they opt for once again. Now,
But
the Pebbles,
yeah, go on.
Pebbles Lodestone Torture, I mean, that's a lot of stun, a lot of heavy damage. I wouldn't mind seeing Lions just continue to go with this high aggression, really lack of a strong hard carry here. Not really going to be looking to farm too much after maybe the 10 or 12 minutes where it's going to take Pebbles to get a portal key. I don't know. What do you see fitting into the Lions lineup here for this last two?
I think it's going to go for that tri-lane. Usually Lions, when they don't get, say, the jungle, they usually go for the aggressive tri-lane. Yeah. That's just generally what they go for. They don't really like to run the defensive dual lanes. I mean, sure they do it, but they don't do it that often. And they could go defensive dual lanes because they do have the best suicider in the game right now next with Scout. I mean, Scout and Lodestone are the best two suiciders, so they could easily just put Lodestone bottom. They have some choices here, and we'll just have to see what they decide to go with.
Well, we will see. Right now, though, the ban's going out. Wretched Hag being banned out by Bassett's addressing the Flensmeister. We got Master of Arms, Keeper of the Forest, Monkey King, Magnus, and Predator also going to be banned out. So, getting rid of that Keeper who really has dropped off quite a bit. Some teams still liking to run the hero, but he's certainly not first pick, first ban, where they, as we had seen him just even so maybe 3 weeks to a month ago. But Moon Queen going to be coming out as the first pick here for xCet, so they want to take this into a farming game.
I'll get into the Moon Queen pick in a little bit, but next, there's a couple reasons, at least in my opinion, my Keeper's fallen off a little bit. He's a little bit better in those mid-game team fights, and when you got like your items like portal keys up and just some of your core items up, teams like right now, teams like Lions and Stay Green are taking fights really early on, and they're like they like to get really far ahead in the laning stage, specifically Lions. So it's not as useful as say other heroes because Keeper is a hero that does need to get level 6 to truly have an impact in the game. And with heroes like Scout and Lodestone joining the competitive scene on a high note, they're, to be honest, just more effective in the suicide lane. So now there's more options for really effective suicide laners. But back to that Moon Queen pick, I personally would prefer to see Corrupted Disciple or Mage Bane here. I feel like they're harder to kill. They would be more effective in the team lineups. But I think Moon Queen's more of just a comfort hero for Nox.
Yeah, and it's definitely something that, like he said, he is extremely comfortable playing on. The hero has a lot of experience on it. They're gonna pick up Fade as well.
Are they gonna go to Chipper?
They could go to short lane Chipper right now.
I mean, Chipper is really like his highest potential is in the games where there's no junglers because you have no minions mucking up the rockets, which is a big reason you can't pick him a lot of the games. When you have heroes like Tempest and Keeper in the game, it's just really miserable at times.
Yeah, so I mean, it could definitely be a pick right here, and with a bunch of low HP heroes like the Aluna, the Moon Queen, the Fade, hell, even the Scout. All right, these are heroes that can be very susceptible to Chipper rocket barrages, and I wouldn't mind seeing this pickup actually. Throw your Pebbles and Torture probably together into a lane, and then maybe put Chipper and Lodestone into a solos.
But what does Flensmeister play if they pick Chipper? Because that's Joan. Yeah, you see, the thing is they can't pick Chipper because that's what Jonas plays, and then like Flens doesn't really play Pebbles or Lodestone. I feel. I mean,
Flens
I'm sure
absolutely
he could.
plays Pebbles.
Oh, you're right, he does. But okay, so what are they gonna do here? So, if it's Super KG on Lodestone, it's probably gonna be like a tri-lane Lodestone. Okay, no, right, never mind. That's out. They do have two choices here. They could do defensive dual lanes and just get two farm on both heroes, and Jonas will be fine bottom. Or they could tri-lane bottom. They do have I'm trying to decide if they have a stronger tri-lane or not. They probably do because they have the Empath Wall, which is one of the best things to catching heroes out of position. The Pebbles Torture, which are two better direct stuns than anything on Legion. So they could run the tri-lane. They'd probably be pretty successful at doing that. And that's what it looks like they will be doing. You see Jonas having pulled regen for them, or he does not have pulled regen anymore. Okay.
There we go. Sorry, guys. You see an error there on your screen. Let me correct that. There we go. Lions is, of course, up 1-0 in this series. Not Team Excellent, as you saw there. But that's all fixed up now. And once again, it looks like the Legion team going to be trying to protect their own jungle. Well, Crab the Disciple placed a ward up top, so trying to get himself some pretty solid vision here. Here's Flensmeister. And
like I think I might have liked to see the aggressive tri-lane from Team Excellent. Not allow CD to get farmed, but then you're giving Pebbles a free Blink Dagger. But the reason I would decide that is just because I don't think they're gonna win bottom. They could win bottom, but I just feel like Lions is pretty is favored here. They're okay. There's nice wall. No.
Unfortunately, no. Pew did a really good job of actually staying in the middle, knowing that if he had hugged trees on either side, he could have been killed there. So drove right down the middle of the road, made sure that that wall was not going to be able to do much more than just tickle him, and ends up being
Jonas to stay to this middle lane. He might miss. No, he's probably going to get there in time, but his block is going to be pretty miserable. He might actually. No, we'll see. He might miss a creep.
Yeah, he'll probably miss one creep here. And that's not going to be ideal for Jonas and Fan. He's going to actually walk by this ward, so Rally might even try to finish that creep off earlier. And nope, not even going to miss a single one. So, not a huge deal in the end. There was an attempted gank there in the bottom, but not going to be set
that's
up
a pretty big
good
deal.
ward.
If you don't have that, like, if you're committing to a lane ward. Oh, actually, they do have a. Oh, wow. So Team Excellent lost the Rune Ward, so that's going to be a pretty big advantage for Team Lions, the middle lane player, who will have the Rune advantage. So both teams counter warding one ward each.
But yeah, like you said, I mean, that should be a bigger deal in favor of Lions, just because they've still got that Rune Vision, whereas Lions lost that lane ward behind the tower, which is big, but maybe not as big. Nice job from Excellent there. Able to get a lane ward down here in the bottom, so they will be able to spot off Torture and Empath when they come around the side. But this Tri-Lane versus Tri-Lane, I feel like Excellent should have a pretty good time here, at least for the first couple of levels, just with the range advantage on Moon Queen. But then again, Pebbles, he's got the attack damage advantage with this hatchet.
Yeah, like, the thing is, Team Excellent can't put that much pressure on Pebbles, and he's going to be getting the last hit advantage if he can touch creeps. So, I don't know, it's probably pretty even right now, but if one good wall, then it turns into a snowball for Lion, so it's going to come down to play in the end, like it almost always does.
And
nothing's ever a
unfortunately,
guarantee.
They drag the creeps. Nox actually attacking the creeps into the tower there, so lane position going to be going in favor of Lions as it starts to push out just a little bit more. Now, Empath and Torture are kind of hovering around the left side, but the Ward of Sight was spotting them out just a little bit, and this could start to get very dangerous. Pebbles already picking up an Apprentice Rope, so he's got enough mana for a combo. I like that decision from KGE.
I don't know. I think mana batteries will do the same thing more or less, and this is still pretty smart too. I just think mana battery might have been a little bit better, but
well, now he can go buy a mana battery as well.
Okay, I mean they pretty much accomplished the same thing, but
nope, gotta get them both.
No, yeah. Anyways, anyways.
Sender's getting frustrated by my I don't even know what
trolling.
It is. Trolling? Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe.
Jonas gets his bottle in the middle lane, so he's not gonna control this rune because he already picked it up. But with the DD rune, he's securing a lot of last hits mid, coming out pretty far ahead right now.
Oh, Lodestone taking a ton of damage in the middle lane, getting blocked up a bit as well.
Is he gonna get a kill here?
He's actually gonna go back in. What are you doing, Jonas?
Oh man, Jonas had they had pretty much this lane secured to the next rune with a DD, and then kind of just gave it away.
Yeah, not ideal.
Big dive.
Yeah.
If Brodix kills Flensmeister here, oh my god, this guy's gonna be level 6.
This is an actual thing that's about to happen. Flen's gonna get.
No! Oh, the juke!
No! The Heavy Ballista's got him! Heavy Ballista's got him! He can't escape the Heavy Ballista! The Ward of Sight that Flen's had up is, of course, doing a lot of work. There's a fight going on in the bottom lane. Torture going to drop, but so did Moon Queen. The better end of that going toward Lions. And Flen's is still trying to get away here. The Heavy Ballista is about to lock back on him.
I don't know. I feel like Bassett's went for the safe play, but I don't know. I think it's a risk worth taking. If he TP, try to cut off the CD, but in the end, Flens will be fine. But the advantage he got from getting that kill is pretty much now gone because he was out of lane for like a minute.
Oh, Empath taking a lot of damage in the bottom lane. She gets a wall up. There's the Stalagmites. Turn around onto Fade. She's going to get a cull off herself. The auto attacks here. Pebbles going to trade his life most likely for Fade. And yes, Pebbles will go down. There's the Moonbeam coming in. Pebbles trying to escape. Will get out of there. Nice chain reaction stun. And Pebbles going to be trying to get back in. Has a Chuck available. Chuck's on top of Aluna. One more auto and she is down. Lions playing this tri-lane in bottom perfectly.
I mean, I wasn't watching that when it started, but did Super KG have his steam boots like as that before the fight ensued, or did he get it? Okay. Engaging on Pebbles when he has steam boots is probably like the biggest mistake you can make.
They didn't. They engaged on Empath, and Empath was able to get herself to the secret shop and wall off both pathways over there. So they swapped targets onto the Pebbles, and then they saw Empath at 10%, swap back to Empath. Empath was able to get away because of a good Stalagmite stun. Speaking of Stalagmites right here, Pebbles is in. There's the chain reaction as well, and the autos should be enough. No! Nice mana battery from Moon Queen. Turning it around onto Pebbles, and Brodix 5 level. Gonna get the kill with the Seismic Slam. That's something they absolutely needed. Torture in some trouble as well. Rally gonna be trying to help out here. Burning Shadows is going to be missed. And now Moon Queen having to run away, but the Compel plus Cull will be enough to finish off Torture and save the Moon Queen.
Yeah, it's a really good gank by Brodix. I would say that him being able to be there comes a lot down to the first kill he got on Jonas. So that's just an example of one mistake leading to some more losses, and just really did a nice play by Brodex having a TP. It was looking to be undercoverable for Team X on this bottom lane, but now they have a lot more space to farm.
Yep, looking pretty good. Bassett's not going to be able to set up a gank onto Lodestone. He chugged that Invis rune. No problemo.
No, I think I'd like to see Bassett's maybe give up this top lane. I don't think he's going to get much more out of this lane. Like, if he has to open with the silence if he wants to harass Flensmeister, and he's just not gonna. He's gonna get a couple creeps, but like, is it really benefiting him that much?
Yeah, he is level 6 now, so should be able to roam pretty effectively if he wants to try to set up a kill onto maybe this Lodestone or even in the bottom lane. And
that's what it looks like.
Yep,
like, he knows he can't get much out of this top lane.
Bottom lane, Pebbles in a little bit of trouble. Gonna get moonbeamed down here. Nice wall coming out from Empath. And now Fade could be the one in trouble, but Emerald Lightning gonna be going out. Torture taking some damage. He hits that big 10 charge mana battery. And Tort gonna, not gonna be able to hit the chain reaction stun. Moon Queen gonna get away for now. A couple auto attacks might be enough here. Does not have a power supply available. Pebbles taking a lot of damage. And there's the Burning Shadows onto Empath, but the chain reaction turnaround. Empath not going to survive. Power Throw finishes him off. Pebbles going to be taking some damage here, but Torture running down Fade with the impalement. One more auto, not even needed. Sword comes out of the ground and stabs Fade through the heart. Gosh, this bottom lane, a lot of impact going on. Torture gonna get trapped in right here, and should be enough autos for Torture to go down, but gets a chain reaction and trying to run away with the boots. Pew gonna actually stutter step himself out of the ability to get a kill, and Torque gonna try to die to some neutrals here.
She blocked it. They can't touch him.
Oh. Okay, Hanskin. Next level suicide?
Alright, so while that action went on the bottom lane, you had Scout gank middle, and unfortunately they initiated with the compel. It hit the silence, but the seismic slam missed barely, so they missed a kill in the middle lane while that went on.
Oh, not good. I mean, we saw it in the last game as well. The seismic slam misses from Team X, and I believe it was Bassett's playing Rally last time, but this time going to be Brodex. Gotta connect with those seismic slams, Sender, if you want to get that damage and get those kills.
Yeah, you know, the hero just really doesn't do that much if you're not hitting that spell. I mean, I guess he does more since he's leveling Demoralizing Roar, but like, especially in the old build, if you went with Battle Experience and missed your R button, you really weren't doing anything in team fights other than having one stun. Just a little bit of squaring off in the middle lane.
And doing some damage, and even gonna come back in. This could be a no rocket drill gonna be going out.
Jonas might have manned up there.
Yeah, I thought he was going to as well with that double damage.
He had some kill potential there, but he decided against it. I mean, it's pretty smart. Scott's off the map. You kind of expect it. So, you know, he played safe there, but, you know, that could have been a kill. But in the end, he decides to play safe. I would like to see Flensmeister at this point get the buy the Energizer, farm a teleport, then start becoming really active. You know, CD is a hero that is really good in these early good team fights with some mobility items.
Nice kill coming out in the middle lane. Scout not even needing the marksman shot. That was simply a compel into a silence and the autos to finish off Lodestone. So Bassett's finally starting to exercise his will onto this middle lane. And here in the bottom could be another kill. Chain reaction stun will be set up. Torture going hard. Gonna get stunned out 3 times there. And will actually get cleaned up by Scout. There's the auto attack to finish him off. And now Empath plus Pebbles trying to run. This is 5 players in the bottom for the Legion team. Nice Stalagmite Super Power Throw will be enough to clean it up. And with these 5 players here, maybe going to try to set up a push?
No, there's no way. It's so hard to take, or unless they get some more kills.
Shadow Storm going off right here. There's the chuck in, gonna hit 2, but the Burning Shadow is gonna be going out onto Lodestone. Power Throw is gonna actually get the kill onto Lodestone, and the Moon Finale gonna be going out, finishing off Pebbles. That was huge for Excellent.
That was so unfortunate for Super KG because Jonas died. They gave him Nox level 6, and he skilled it fast, and then there was another kill, and it's just, you know, a really bad start for Team Excellent. But now they got some nice kills. They're looking to be in a really good spot right now. Once Moon Queen can get the lifesteal up, she'll be able to power farm to 400 GPM in, I don't know, let's say 10 minutes.
Yeah, and that's definitely what they're going to be looking for. This Lions team definitely has a lot of kill potential, but they don't really have the potential to really break into the Legion jungle at this point. Unfortunately, the Pebbles isn't going to be nearly farmed enough, and of course with Empath and Torture both being at least slightly underleveled as a result of this tri-lane, they don't have that much killing potential to try to just break in there and kill Moon Queen repeatedly. And
I mean, I wouldn't say they're underleveled, but they both are level 5. They were doing pretty good, and then they just some overextensions really when they were in a really good spot.
yeah.
Fate gank in the middle lane. It looks like it might be a kill on the Torturer.
Now gonna go in. There's the compel, and even the burning shadows onto 2, taking down Pebbles. Babysitter. Bottom lane though, Moon Queen gonna try to turn this one around after Lodestone did try to get the full combo off. No, didn't actually have the Shatter Storm available.
We have Bassett's following Pebbles right now. I wonder if they're gonna get +1 and try to kill him, Super KG. So right now you have Lions. They decided to abandon this bottom lane. They can't really get into there. They're just going to try to get farm up on the Pebbles, get a middle, and just get safe farm on both their farmers.
Alrighty, I'm back.
Welcome back, B.
Sorry, my dog was barking. And,
well, Lions are okay. They're staging to take the top tower right now. It probably will be uncontested. I don't see many homecoming stones on the Team Excellent. So there'll be some nice gold for the Pebbles. He really needs it. You see, they know he needs the gold, so he chucked the tower. He's halfway to his portal key.
Yeah, and that's something that he's going to need pretty badly if they do want to break open this map and try to get kills onto the Moon Queen, because, as you mentioned, she's now going to go for that lifesteal. Helm of the Victim online, and it needs about another 600 to finish up that Helm of the Dominator, Whispering Helm, that is. And middle lane, Shadow Storm combo going to be coming out here. Will connect onto Rally. There's the Slackmites and the Chuck. And seal it, Rally. Fade looking for a counter kill. Will they get the red power throw off? Aluna is chucking that red stick. And where is it? Oh, connects, but simply too much life as a result of the bottle charge and the swap to Steam Boots.
In the meantime, you have Team Excellent taking this bottom tower. So, I mean, it's a 1-for-1 tower exchange +1 hero kill. So it's not too bad, but it's still pretty nice for Pebbles because now he's 500 gold from the portal key.
And that's not bad. That's exactly what Pebbles is looking for. Corrupted Disciple, of course, farming well up top at 350 gold per minute. Now, CD does have this Energizer and has another 1,500 gold saved up. What do you want to see him building? Going for something that's going to make him more active in the next 10 minutes?
Head. Like, so I was weighing this over in my head. So, where's CD strongest in this game, and where's he might be in a little bit of trouble.
Seismic Slam connected, it looked like, but CD just a little bit too tanky and too fast. Is able to get out of there and get the TP on out to safety. They
kind of a mistake. Like, they had a hasted scout. Like, he should have just waited for Scout to get close enough to compel him. But, you know, just a minor misplay. He thought he had it, and in the end, Swensmeister gets out.
And that's not exactly what you want to have happen. It looks like Flens will be going for the Firebrand. Picked up
or Geobane, but... So, I'm thinking in my head, where does CD at his strongest? I'm thinking it's, like, when he's 3-slotted versus, like, say, Moon Queen's 3-slot, but once Moon Queen gets, like, 4 items, he's probably just going to be too strong for CD to overwhelm. So I feel like you should go for like this early mid-game build. Get the Shrunken Head so he can man up early. Because right now magic damage will destroy him.
Yeah, I've got to agree with you. I think that Firebrand and Shrunken Head probably one of the best drops, at least with what he's gone right now. If he does go for the full Geometer's Bane or Dawnbringer, that wouldn't be ideal. Shadow Storm is going to be activated right here. Not going to do too much, and Pebbles went in with a combo onto Fade. Weren't able to turn that one around. The Legion team now going to look to set up themselves, and it looks like they will go in on the Corrupted Disciple. Dust going to be going off here. Torture's the first one dead, and there's the Energizer. Nice red sun going to be going off in the background. They will be able to pick off Flemsmeister, and they might not be done just yet. Pebble's going to portal key away, but Empath, no boots. could be in some trouble. The compel is available. Nice wall coming out of Seal Kid, though. And he will survive. Either way, a big win there for xCet. They should be able to capitalize and maybe take this tower.
Yeah, you see, what happened there is lines went in. They got compelled out, so that means their Pebbles combo is on cooldown, so they need to reset the fight. Then what happened is they got kind of picked off a little. They got a little greedy, so Torture died for nothing. And then when they initiated, Pebbles combo was still on cooldown, so they couldn't engage. So just a really nice fight taken by Team xCet.
Oh, nice kill on Scout. Really, really well done there by Pebbles. No buybacks were needed. That was just resurrection on Torture. And then, of course, Pebbles, seeing that Scout, relatively low life, was sitting on only about 550 attacking that tower, was able to get the kill and get out. So they saved their tower with that one as well. That's exactly what Lions were looking for. And, well, Corrupt Disciple just going to head back to farming. He's going to have that Firebrand here in the next minute or so. And then I agree with you, Sender. I'd like to see that Shrunken Head coming out because we saw just in that team fight how locked down he can get.
Yeah, the thing is, I don't like. In theory, Team xCet shouldn't get picked apart at the mid game. They do have heroes like Fade and Scout and Rally. You would think they have the better like ganking, where it's Team Lions that needs to run the SG, the 5-man HoN. They need to force team fights, and the best item for forcing team fights is Shrunken Head, but in the top lane.
Yeah, they're going, aren't they? Looks like Corrupted Disciple gonna get the Electric Tide off and will get finished off by Scout. Pebbles trying to close distance as Empath's showing up. Ooh, maybe almost was able to get into range for a wall and maybe a chop.
Lodestone's pretty deep in the middle. Okay, he decides to back off, but
he wants his fade. But
they need to give Steel Kid a lane, or like at least utilize the pull. Like he needs level 6, man. This is just really bad. He's not. When you're no boots, you're not having an impact in team fights. At least with Empathy at level 6, you're still in there.
But he's not even level 6. I gotta
agree. He'll get it right here, I think. Pretty sure.
Yeah, should. Level 6, probably not gonna be some boots. Empath's gonna have to tank out the creeps for Pebbles here, and still, no, there it is.
Alright, so that'll help him a lot. He'll be able to jump in with probably Pebbles, or maybe CD, and I would say CD is a better choice when he gets Shrunken Head, but till then I would say Pebbles.
Yeah, I think I could agree with you on there. Using that Quicken for Pebbles is going to give him the burst of speed that he needs to actually get out of those team fights after he jumps right in the middle with the portal key. And then, of course, being able to get those deep walls as well as Essence Links is always quite important. Right now, though, Moon Queen, she's got that Firebrand, also sitting on a Pretender's Crown, so I don't know if
you
she's
got the Gang Squad, you got the Fade Scout.
Yeah, they're looking for somebody.
This Torturer is looking to be in some real trouble.
Oh, yeah. Hanskin, you are... Oh, Fade's Reflection's going to run out, and she's actually stuck in some trees being attacked by creeps. Has to TP out.
Ooh, the counter ward. Okay, Spastis will back off, but if he kept going there, he might have been in trouble. But see, look how scared Lions are. They have 4 mid, 1 bottom. It looks like they're going to force a fight bottom, because I don't really know why Flinsmeister would be there. Otherwise, maybe he feels unsafe top, but...
We're going to start to push out at least a little bit with the Ring of the Teacher. Not active, though. It doesn't look like he's going for a push. And yes, we'll just back up. Maybe...
Yeah, you know...
Oh, they're going to wait for a triple stack Ancients here in a second. Ancients. I can say it.
Ancients. Lions are just feeling the pressure. You know, they recognize that Scout and Fade are just really strong powerhouses in this stage of the game. You also have a Luna that couple up with their ganking. So they have 3 heroes that are going to have a huge impact at ganking, and there's really no way to intercept them without playing it safe, sticking with at least 3 of your teammates at a time.
Yeah, and that's what they're going to do. 3 of them going to be on the Ancients as Red Power Throw goes out, almost sniping Seal Kid. But these Ancients are going to be
Hanskin is in a little bit of trouble. Oh, come on, Scout. Get in there.
That's fine.
Oh, man, if he was like...
Oh, he's definitely not fine. Going to be killed. Scout not going to go for the jungle steal, but Hanskin at least is dead. And Lions trying to investigate why they were revealed at the Ancients, but that was a completely random power throw from a Luna.
If they get +1 top right now, it could be a kill on CD. Is he going to engage here with power throw? I think it's flying. No, it's not. It's on cooldown. I saw it on cooldown, and I thought it might have been flying.
Oh, Scout's actually going to go back in here after using the marksman shot.
One teleport.
Yeah, lodestone coming up, and Scout will have to turn around.
I mean, he forced one TP, now he gets to farm these groups safely. Flensmeister has to heal, so, you know, it's pretty good harassment right there. That's what it's one of the most annoying things. If you're like this carry and you're supposed to be killing creeps and you don't like to be harassed at the mid game. You know, at lane stage you know that happens, but it's just really frustrating as a player.
And meanwhile, while all this harassment's going on, Moon Queen is power farming. You talked about it. Power farming up to 400 gold per minute in 10 minutes. Well, we're at 450 in about 7 minutes since that Whispering Helm got the Geometer's Bane up and working now. That's going to be pretty dang big. And now she's going to be able to start working towards the Shrunken Head. Things are looking very good for Excellent.
I'm trying to think if Shrunken Head's the right choice here. I always forget, but does Lodestone ultimate damage go through Shrunken Head?
Does the damage go through Shrunken Head? I want to say no.
But the effect does, like, so the physical effect? Okay.
I think
anyways, so. Like, okay, so if he goes Shrunken Head on Moon Queen, if he gets initiated on, he still dies.
Well, 375 mixed damage, so some of the damage goes through Shrunken, some of it doesn't.
Okay. It's a tough judgment call, but I'm thinking maybe like something like Enduro and like a tankier build might be better. You're against a CD, you might want more mobility to deal with the conduit.
I'm actually a little bit surprised that he doesn't have an Energizer.
I mean, the thing is, when you're aiming for the late game, and like the game got really passive after they got the early game advantage in terms of actual 5-on-5 team fights.
Yeah. And so maybe that Energizer not the best choice. There was a nice kill by Scout and Luna. That was simply Empath standing in one spot, red power throw going out, and Scout hitting that marksman shot at the exact same second, point blank range. That was brutal. That was literally 100 to 0 for Empath in about a quarter of a second. And Pew even commenting, "Hasta la vista."
Let's see. Right now we have Moon Queen doing triple ancients and her Moon Queen thing. Rally almost has a portal key if he chooses to get that. You know, actually, I wouldn't be against a push book by him. Just like mobility items are so key against CD. If you cannot allow him to get a strong conduit off, he's not going to be having much of an impact in team fights.
Yeah, because right now, I mean, the right click damage isn't that strong, sitting at about 120, but does have 2,300 gold up, so Flens's farm has really not been that impressive so far on Corrupted Disciple, and I've got to attribute a lot of that to the Fade and Scout. We've seen him running around doing their thing, and he's just not been able to farm efficiently. Not somebody that can take down Ancients or Jungle Camp particularly fast, and Scout can even come in, maybe get a kill on Empath, who still doesn't have boots. 24 minutes, Sender. No boots. He's pulling a beef right now.
Yeah, I don't know. Lions made a conscious decision to just go for the late game and hope they can outplay their opponents. And, you know, it's just the items they're picking for. Like CD, if it went Shrunken Head, it would have been all in. They would have been all in on early game team fights and hope they won them. But they're just going to try. They're basically saying, we're going to outplay Team Excellent. We think that's the best way to win this game. And we're just going to have to see if it works in the end.
And, well, we will see. Lions, of course, no strangers to taking it to a very late game and then just trying to make something happen. As Fade's going to open in the back here on a Torture. Pebbles tried to get the kill on a Rally in the foreground, but that's not going to happen. Torture turns this one around, has the impalement going off. There's the wall going to miss, unfortunately. And now Tort will have to get out of there. Fade in some trouble. Pew actually gets the kill into Hanske with a power throw, and Fade gonna be compelled up the cliff. Rally in some trouble now as well. Scout gonna come in, gets the silence down. There's the dust gonna be going out. It looks like that will be the end of the engagement. Hanske the only one to go down after both Fade and Rally were both sub 10% live. Nice play coming out of Excellent.
Yeah, you know, 1-for-1. It's the thing is, if you're Lions, you need bigger exchanges than that to get anything out of it. 1-for-1 still means the game doesn't change.
Was it 1-for-1?
Wasn't it? Yeah.
Lions didn't get a kill.
Oh, okay, 0-for-1. My bad. Yeah. Anyways, the Lions really need to make something happen. Taking the slow game, like, they're just getting further and further behind. A couple minutes ago, it was like a 5K gold. It was like a okay, maybe like 8 minutes ago, it was like a 2K gold lead and like a 5K experience lead. But as the game progresses, it's just going to increase and increase due to Scout and Fade.
Yeah, they're buying a lot of space for Moon Queen, who's up at 500 gold per minute now. Does have 3,800 gold in the bank. Could go for, could be that Symbol of Rage if she really wanted to. Could be that Shrunken Head, or it could be the more mobility type that you were talking about with something like a Genjuro. I wouldn't necessarily be opposed to those, as Portal Key is picked up here by Rally. So going the mobility route, but not the push stick that you were talking about. I think I agree with you that push stick, normally not something that I'm too fond of, but could have been a good option in this case. Flensmeister getting scouted down a little bit here, but not going to fall in the end. Fade's coming up as well. What is Flens doing? He's being really ballsy.
I mean, he was fine. Like they saw Fade, Torture was zoning him out. He wasn't gonna die to a scout with no mana. I mean, I guess there could have been a rally there, but I think they saw him middle farming creeps, or with the lane ward, so he was fine.
Yeah, I had seen that Fade over there. I didn't realize he was being zoned by Torture. I just saw him invis and coming up and then turn around. I'm like, oh, okay. But I guess Torture spotted him out at some point. I feel so bad for Seal Kid right now, Sender. Like,
oh my, I don't know. I feel like they should at least let him farm boots. Like, it's empath, I guess, and it's not the worst thing imaginable. You can okay, he has boots. Okay.
Yay. That's
Let's
so
just say he's not gonna have much of an impact this game outside of his abilities. Oh my, the Behe heart. I'm thinking how I feel about this item choice.
Was it a straight heart or was it a Symbol of Rage?
Yeah.
That's a straight heart.
I'm not against it because they have a lot of sources of damage with Scout and Moon Queen, and I don't think they can kill him. But the thing is, if he gets the drain on him, there's not much he can do. He's not gonna do damage. He's not gonna have much of an impact in team fights if
okay.
Yeah, the conduit.
Yeah, I think you were talking about an Essence Link. Pebbles gets taken out in the middle lane. Red Power Throw connecting there. Now Corrupted Disciple getting locked down. Scout's going to come in with the autos to finish him off. Seal Kid goes down as well. Hat trick for Bassett. And here comes Lodestone. Get the Shatterstorm off. Torture doing a lot of damage with the Torment, but the Moonbeam finale going to be coming off here. Knocks with the double tap. And that's a full 5-man wipe coming out. Holy moly. Team Excellent going 5-0, and GG well plays are being called. That's gonna do it, Sender. We're going to a game 3 here. It's Excellent just put on a dominating performance in game number 2.
Yeah, you know, Team Lions were looking really strong in the start, but some overextensions specifically in the tri lane, and they lost their advantage, and then gave everything to the Team Excellent, and they hit all the momentum from there. And then, you know, Lions decided from that point to just play passive, just try to take this in the late game, hope Team Excellent screw up in the end. Team Excellent, you know, they played it smart, they played it slow, and they just got their items up and pretty much just won the game from there.
Well, certainly not bad, but, well, we said at the beginning of that game that Excellent had their backs to the wall. This is an elimination match, and one game was all it was going to take to send them packing, at least until next week. And Pew and the boys not quite ready to give up just yet. They take game number 2, and now it's going to come down to one game. Who's going to go home and who goes on to the top 4? Well, you have to stick around and find out. Lions and Excellent tied up at 1-1. This is, of course, Colecast coverage of HoN Tour Season 2. The Diamond Bracket losers, round 4. Guys, we're going to be right back with game number 3 in this series. This is Beef and Sender. Don't go anywhere.